Hello, all my favorite cats and kittens. If you're wondering why I'm painted up like a kitty cat today, it's because I just got done doing my first live face painting, and it was a cat today, so that's why I'm all kitty cat up. They're my favorite animal. But today we are going to be reading one of my favorite books, The Tickle, Octopus by Audrey Wood, and illustrated by Dawn Wood. Audrey Wood's the same author who wrote King Bidgood's in the Bathtub, which was my first story that I read, and is like my favorite story. And it's autographed. So cool. All right. All right. One morning, about 1,000,000 years ago, Ugma awakened with a bone in her nose and a frown on her grumpy face. Oh my goodness. As usual, she reached for Ugpaw and gave him a painful pinch. Ugpaw sat up with a start. Blip! He bellowed, and then he spat on the floor and fell back to sleep. Thus, Bup the cave boy awakened to another unhappy prehistoric day. Bup had to do all the chores by himself. His older sister Zurg had been carried away by a saber-toothed tiger. His older brother Hotrod had fallen into the lair of a giant cave bear. And just yesterday, little Nug, Bup's baby sister, had vanished. Ooh. Because they had lost their other children, Ugma and Ugpaw were determined to keep Bup. Before going on the hunt that day, they rolled the great boulder in front of their door so that wild animals couldn't get in. Burp! Grum! They bellowed, which meant, Bup, stay! Then they tromped away. He's stuck inside too. Bup hiked to the pond at the back of the cave to practice making grim faces. More than anything, the cave boy wanted to be just like his parents, when and if he ever grew up. But no matter how hard Bup tried, he could never look as horrid as they always did. Arr! He screamed. A tear of frustration rolled down his cheek and plopped into the still pond. Aww. The tear made an ever-widening ripple. Then the pond began to froth and churn. Then, out of the depths, a strange new animal emerged. The pinkish creature with wiggly arms didn't make a sound as it moved toward the boy. Bup tried to run away. But the creature reached out and tickled him under his chin and tickled him under his ribs and tickled him beneath his arms. The cave boy's face changed and a warm glow circled in his heart. Something wondrous began to happen. For the first time in the history of people, someone smiled. Bup liked this new feeling, so he tucked the animal into his pouch and then squeezed past the boulder and went on a search for his ill-tempered parents. Before long, he came upon his father, who was busy stalking a woolly mammoth. Ugpaw! Moogwump! Moogwump! Bup shouted, which meant, Dad! Look what I've got! Look what I've got! The cave boy's shouts frightened the woolly. With a fearful bellow, the mammoth galloped away. A horrible grimace spread across Ugba's angry face. A grimace so foul that 2 of his teeth popped out of their sockets and fell to the ground. Ooh. The caveman reached for his son. Bup knew what to do. Quickly, he opened his pouch and released the creature. Does he look scared? No. He looks mad, though. Oh, nar, ba, ba, ee-hee-hee, ba, na, hagas! The caveman cried, which meant, oh no! Stop, stop, hee-hee-hee, stop that tickles! For the first time in the history of people, someone laughed. When Ugpa could laugh no more, Bup stuffed the animal back into his pouch. Together, the father and son set off to find Ugma. Before long, they came across the cave woman, picking berries down by the mud slump. "Ah-yaw!" Ugma screamed when she saw her happy family. Fearing they were ill and possibly contagious, Ugma jumped into the mud to save herself. Bup knew what to do. He opened his pouch and released the creature. Oh, 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 hee hee, ah! Oh no! Oh me, ee, oh nagas, ogres, ogres! Ugma cried, which meant, oh me, hee hee, that tickles, I like it, I like it. The giggling cave woman threw mud up into the air and slung it at Bup and Ugpa, and for the first time in history of people, someone played. That looks like fun. I don't know about you, but I love a good mud pie, digging in the mud. I've never gotten to really have a good mud fight, though. That looks fun. When everyone was covered with mud, the creature jumped back into Bup's pouch. Agua? His parents asked, which meant, what is that thing? Bup thought for a moment. Iyo naga, he shouted, which meant, the Tickle Octopus. Smiling and laughing, the family walked down the path. First, they tickled the cranky tribe that lived by the volcano. Then they tickled the scowling girl who tamed a saber-toothed tiger. She turned out to be Bup's older sister, Zurg. They tickled a growling boy who wore the skin of a giant cave bear. He turned out to be Bup's older brother, Hotrod. And finally, they tickled a pouting baby that was found beneath a banana leaf. Nug! Immy gup, ip, ip, nuggy, they cheered, which meant, Nug, we found our little nuggy. Bup's baby sister had been simply misplaced. Yay! Nug! At last, Ugma, Ugpa, Zurg, Hotrod, Bup, and Nug, and the Tickle Octopus returned to their cave to celebrate. And that evening, everyone stayed up late, smiling and laughing and playing. Yay! Today, about 1 million years later, times have changed. People no longer live in caves, and many animals that roamed the earth in the days of Bup are extinct. There are no more saber-toothed tigers, giant cave bears, or woolly mammoths. And sad to say, the Tickle Octopus is gone too. What's that? Or is it? The end. I hope you enjoyed The Tickle Octopus as much as I enjoyed reading it. I love this book. And whether it's sunny like it is today here or chilly where you are at, I hope you had a good day, and I hope you did some cool creative things, making art, singing songs, dancing, taking your dogs out for walks, playing with your cats. I hope you had an amazing day and that your weekend is filled with creativity and lots of books. And if you're reading a book right now that you really like, please let me know what it is, because I always like to learn about new stories. Anyway, give yourself a big hug from me. And I will be posting more videos tomorrow with more books and other awesome things. Take care. Bye.